Well, here we are, closing day, end of the show, HITEC 2015 in Austin, Texas. It's been a great event. The buzz, the feelings, it was all positive for most everybody we talked to at the event. But here I am. This is a big day for us because for 5, 6, 7 years now, at the end of the HITEC, Jon and I always gotten together so Jon could share with us his thoughts about the show from his perspective as a top consultant. But this is the year that, this is his last year doing it, because if you've read Siegel Says on Hotel Online or read this issue of Hospitality Upgrade, you know that Jon is retiring. So he says it could be his last HITEC. Only time will tell, we shall see. But for the sake of consistency, how about we start by asking Jon his thoughts on HITEC. So, how was the event for you?
It's extremely busy. Probably the busiest HITEC I've been to that I can remember. There's certainly crowds everywhere and just non-stop from start to finish. A lot of good sessions, to get to see some of those, but mostly my feet are telling me that this has been the busiest HITEC I've been to.
Well, there's no doubt it was extremely busy. Did you get to go to many sessions at all, or did you see the one with the CIO versus the CMO?
I did see that. What a splendid session that was.
Okay, that was a self-promotion piece. We were pretty happy with it, though.
Yeah, although it was something of a love fest. I think,
I
think you did it one previous year where they actually did have some disagreement there, which would have been fun. But
no doubt.
But that's okay. No, I did the rest of the sessions were good.
Did you have an agenda this year? I mean, kidding aside about your retiring, did you come here with an agenda? I mean, as far as what you wanted to accomplish and what you sense other people wanted to accomplish?
Well, personally, I had a very strong agenda because I had 2 clients here, and I had a lot of appointments set up to show them systems with certain vendors. So I spent a lot of the show just escorting them to vendors and sitting in with the presentations. Right. So it didn't leave me a whole lot of time to go and see other vendors and other systems. But other than that, I did want to say thanks to so many people here. This has been such a great industry. I wanted to use the opportunity at HITEC to catch up with all my friends here and just touch base with them one last time.
Okay.
And it is one last time.
Let us talk about that. So, all right, so you do your Siegel Says, you did the announcement you are retiring.
Right.
Lots of people knew, coming into HITEC. So tell me some of the things that happened to you while you were here. I mean, as far as what kind of comments did you get from people? Jealousy? You get that from me, I'll tell you that much.
Jealousy was a very strong theme, yes. A lot of people wish they could retire. I was seriously surprised at the number of people who thanked me for what I'd been doing in the industry, because I had no real idea, given that I said before that I've really enjoyed doing the newsletter. It's been a great tool for me to keep learning about the industry, because it makes me read all the press releases and keep up with what's happening. And I've really enjoyed keeping up with the vendors. And it was great to touch base with them. But in the number of people who I hadn't met before who came up and said how much they enjoyed the magazine and the articles and the newsletter was really warming. And it reinforced how much I'm going to miss people in this industry.
All right, so seriously, you don't think you'll be at HITEC next year?
Yeah, I'm hedging on that one. I'm probably not going to be on the floor, maybe. Right. But it's in New Orleans. I mean, how could you turn down a trip to New Orleans with a lot of your friends? If it's in Orlando, no, I'm not going to be in Orlando. Okay,
so what are you going to miss most about the industry, other than the people you met?
The people. I mean,
the people?
I've been in this industry 40 years, and so many of my friends have come from it, from the vendors, from the hoteliers, other consultants. Right. Really going to have to work hard at keeping in touch with people I really care about, which is a lot of them. But it's true that I got into this industry, partly I always joke because it's one of the few industries I could understand what they were using technology for. It's fascinating to see how it impacts people in their lives and travel, and I've always been a bit of a travel geek and wanting to keep up on what's happening and what people put into hotels and how they run the places. So I'll always have an interest in that. I'm still going to look over the front desk every time I check into a hotel to see what system they're using. Yeah, I'm still going to check out the point of sale systems and guest room technology. And of course I'll stay up with everything that's happening by reading the newsletter and the magazine.
Smart move. So being the fact that you're leaving, so what would you hope the industry will accomplish over the next 10 years? I mean, what do you see? Just because you're not going to be an active consultant doesn't mean you don't have an interest in how the industry grows and moves forward. So,
well, I think the continuing move towards better integrated systems will continue, and I'd really like to see more of that. But I'm really fascinated by what the possibilities are on using the data they're collecting and the way they integrate systems to come up with new services. I think a lot of the exciting stuff hasn't been invented yet, and I've been really pleased by watching some of the vendors come up with new ideas. Now you have links between systems that we didn't have before. We could do stuff we knew wasn't possible before,
right.
and it's more or less just limited by people's imaginations. So I'm expecting better integration, better use of data, more personalization. There's obviously more information, more surveillance, more tracking of who you are, maybe getting a little creepy, we'll see where that goes. But from a geek viewpoint, where wearables come into this, how people integrate watches and other portable devices to make it truly universal computing and service assistance for the guests in the hotels. It's going to be great.
Well, you know, you've always had a strong opinion on the industry. You've always had a strong vision about where do you see the industry is going. So speaking for Hospitality Upgrade and Hotel Online, we'll say that we'll miss having you be part of what we're doing.
Thanks, Rich. I'm going to miss the family too. So it has felt like a family, really. It's been great.
We try to treat it like a family. So, and that's any family, we fight, but you know, all in all, it's been good. Well, I want to thank you for what you've done for us, what you've done for the industry, and we hope we do see you in New Orleans next year. Okay, I look forward to it. Great. Okay, thanks, Rich. That's it. HITEC 2015 is now done. So is Jon Inge. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Okay, bye. I can resist.